think of the challenge of their defense this week?
Every week it's a challenge, and I mean, these guys with what they do schematically, stingy with what they do, a lot of man coverage, and I mean just really focus on ourselves again this week, trying to improve and get better at the things we identified, from over the last 2 weeks, and those are things that we've really focused on and honed in on. Just want to continue to do throughout this week and through Saturday.
How encouraging was last week for your offense, and how much confidence does it give you going into this week?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of encouragement, and I mean every week we're gaining confidence, and again it just goes back to some just inexperience and some youth, and so those are the things that every week when you can just go play a game, obviously win against a quality opponent, you're able to pull a lot of positives away, and things that you can continue to grow on, continue to coach on through the week, and those are the things that we're focused on. Again, excited about getting back on the field on Saturday.
You had 5 plays in the second half that didn't go for any yards out of 35. Was that the best second half you've called at USF?
I don't know. I just know we won. I know it was a quality opponent. I know our guys executed at a high level on the back end. So again, those guys did a great job executing what was called, and just extremely excited that we got out there with the win.
Yeah. Just the eye test. It seems like you're doing more to get guys on the edge this year, short throws to get guys in space. What has led to that decision?
Yeah, I mean, just different. Again, you just go, you got a different quarterback back there. And that's just kind of like all the places that I've been. You're going to see a little bit of different, things that go on to help us be successful. So, just kind of going with what, makes us successful, what gets us going, what gets us first downs, and those are things we've been able to do.
You may have just answered this. You've thrown 20 more times through the first 2 games than the first 2 games last year. Is that Blake?
Yeah, probably a big part of, just a different, skill set, and, just being able to try to play to a lot of his strengths and what he's done in the past and what he's capable of doing.
He's thrown 5 touchdowns to 5 different guys, taking advantage of the whole stable of guys. What do you think of his ability to spread the wealth?
Yeah, I mean, that's exciting, and what it does with us is just continues to grow and develop guys. I mean, I think right now, I think we're around 5 touchdowns with 5 different guys, and I think we've got 9 or 10 different guys with receptions. So just, again, being able to grow guys, get guys that gain experience, and that's something we'll continue to do.
You had 2 backs make their debut for you. What did you see from Jordan and Durant?
Yeah, it was game 1 for them. Game 2 for everybody else. Game 1 for those guys, and they're both kind of similar situation, yet a little bit different as well. Just being, Kronk had the red shirt last year. It's been a little bit since he's played. The same thing with Durant Bell. He was a red shirt guy. So, just 2 guys that hadn't played in a while, and so it was encouraging to see where they were at. And again, just to take that platform where they're at and just continue to get those guys better. So excited about what happened and the things that they did, just execution-wise, and going forward with those 2 guys. I'm really excited about what they can do.
Was there any doubt that the ball was going to Tyree on 4th and 1?
I mean, he's obviously a guy in that kind of situation with a lot of experience and who he is, physically and talent-wise. That at that moment you're trying to get the ball in the hands of a really good player, and that's what we did.
You have a lot of guys, you've had 2 home games now, and you've had a lot of guys who have never played a game on the road before. What's the messaging among the coaching staff with respect to that and getting them prepared for that new experience?
Yeah, you obviously address it. They know we're going to get on a plane and then go up to Chicago and be in a lot of their first time on the road. Just, again, go back, focus on us. Don't worry about the things we can't control. Worry about us, worry about what your job is, really focus on what your job is and what you're supposed to do, and go do it at a high level. So, nothing over the top, just go get on the plane and then go to work like you would at home.
They've got a couple of pretty good defensive players from this area, 35 the linebacker, and Roundtree, number 97, the defensive end. What do you see from those guys?
Yeah, talented guys. Those guys are talented, they plays. They play quite a bit of football being young guys. They fit into their scheme well with what they do. Like I said, they play a lot of man coverage, and you see those guys run around and make plays and create havoc in pass rush.
Will we see Durant Bell this weekend?
Maybe so. So.
When you guys were in that 4th quarter hung along, the play calling was great, the offensive line was right.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it all starts up front. I mean, that's the thing. We continue to talk with those guys as they go, we go. Just being able to get those guys in the flow of things. And again, you got those 3 guys coming back, Mays, Billy, and Marcus. And then the 2 new guys, that are 2 games in with Wiggs and Leach. And then Hal Robeson was able to play right there at the back end. So, just again with those guys, the same as everybody else, just trying to get better. Pulling away the positive things and things that needed to be corrected down the stretch in both of those 2 games, but especially late in the game against Georgia Tech. So, it was huge to be able to do what we did, go rattle off the amount of points that we did in that situation, in that setting. So very exciting and obviously something we can continue to build on.
Great. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it.